There are 5 reasons that make paying yourself first one of the most powerful strategies to build wealth. Now, I was lucky enough to read about it in a few books even before I started working, and now I want to share that knowledge with you. So in this video, we're going through the reasons that make paying yourself first so powerful. And just in case you don't know how it works, I'll also show you how you can do that, how you can pay yourself first. So let's dive in. Do you know these instructions when you're on a plane, when they say, in case of a decompression, take your own oxygen mask first before helping everyone else? And that's exactly what we're doing here. We are putting ourselves first. It is called pay yourself because you put away money for yourself. And you put it aside before you pay anyone else. And anyone else in this case are other people, like your landlord who you pay the rent to, phone company, the insurance company, the car company, but also going out to restaurants, then you pay the restaurant owner. Or buying groceries, then you're paying the grocery store. And when you prioritize other people first with the money that you owned, probably with your time, it can really start to feel like you're only working for them and not for yourself. But this money you are putting away for yourself, this is money for you. It's money for your current self, it's also money for your future self, and maybe also eventually for your family. It's like with the oxygen mask. You can only help other people if you help yourself first. And when you pay yourself before anyone else, you put yourself first, you build confidence and even the satisfaction of, not just working to pay the bills, but for you and your future. Now, I don't know about you, but I often hear people saying that saving is hard. And many people, if at all, try to save what's left at the end of the month. And I said try to save here on purpose, because the thing is, often nothing is left at the end of the month. And one of the reasons for that is that you have to rely on willpower, and willpower takes energy. So you deprive yourself of certain things after you receive your income, but you can only hold it up for so long, and it becomes a struggle, it becomes tiring, and in a weak moment, or shall I say, several weak moments, you just, you give in and you spend. But when you're paying yourself first, saving actually becomes easy. Because it's from the table immediately. You pay yourself right after you receive your income, and then it's done. You can check that box and you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the month. And also, I think this has another upside. You don't have to feel guilty about the money that you spend, because guilt is a very negative emotion and we don't want to associate it with our money. And paying yourself at the beginning of the month or whenever you receive your income makes it easy to save, and it also lets you spend guilt-free afterwards. What's also easy and totally free, and it helps me out a ton, is if you could drop the like. Thank you. Reason number 3 is you build wealth automatically. Because you prioritize saving and also investing before everything else, like paying other people. And by doing so, your wealth accumulates and it becomes more and more. And especially if you additionally let your money work for you by investing it, you also benefit from compound interest and all of that just because, you're paying yourself first. Also, consistency is key for most things in life, and it is in saving and investing as well. And by paying yourself first, you save consistently, and you also save the same amount. Because when you do it first, there is no guesswork about how much you should actually save. In contrast to saving what's left at the end of the month, this can sometimes be $100, sometimes it can be $500, and sometimes it can be $0. But when you save in the beginning, you have to set a specific number, like for example $500 or even $1,000. And by that, it's going to be the same amount every month, and it's the absolute minimum. Because of course you can also save what's left at the end of the month if there is something left. It just should not be the only thing, and also like the only time when you save. And reason number 5 is you actively work towards your goals. Even if you don't have a 1 year and 5 year and 10 year financial plan, just the fact that you clicked on the video tells me that you do have the goal of saving money. And by then also applying this concept of paying yourself first, you actively do it. You actively contribute to your goal of saving money. It's always easy to say, I want to save more money, I want to become a millionaire. But what will actually get us there is putting in the action. And by paying yourself first, you put in the action. And you also build financial discipline. Now, hopefully I sold you on the concept of paying yourself first. As far as I know, this concept of paying yourself first was first described, or at least first made popular, in the book The Richest Man of Babylon, an old book and also a personal finance classic. And it again got picked up from Robert Kiyosaki in his famous book Rich Dad Poor Dad. So what it actually means to pay yourself first, and I did already mention that in the first part of the video, it's putting away a portion of your salary for yourself right in the beginning when you receive your salary. You do need a separate account for that, because you already have a main account where you get paid and where you also pay everyone else from. And in order to pay yourself, you need a second account, or several for that matter. I do go into detail about the several account systems there are, and I do this in the first video of the series. Yes, this is actually a series, a personal finance 101 series, and I'll link the video up here if you want to watch it later. In short, for now, you have a checking account where you receive your salary and you pay your bills from, and you open a second account, preferably one that pays interest like a high yield savings account, and then you transfer the money there right after you get paid. So you don't wait a week or 2 or 3, you do it immediately after you get paid. You can use a little buffer, that's what I do, of like 3 to 4 days, just in case there's a holiday or a weekend or it's delayed or for whatever reason. So for example, when you get your money, usually on the 1st, you put the transfer for the 3rd or the 4th. And here's an additional hack: you automate the transfer. So you set up a recurring transfer so that it automatically transfers the money without you having to act each time. You only set it up once and then it's done. Now that you have learned how to save in the most efficient way, you need to know what to actually save for next. And I'll explain the perfect first financial goal here in this video. Thank you for watching. I hope you got some value out of this, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.